finger, galaxies in your hand. Time to travel with a passport, moving just as you can. Ain't nothing but a word. Yeah, living free is a tendency. So what the fuck had enough? Right now we at the Shrine in Harlem World.
NYC.
And it was a good show on the night. I had a great show. My brother Amari, man, he killed it in the second half. It was an 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock show, but we combined it. I don't know how many people do that, but we combined the show in New York tonight because that's how much we feed off each other.
Nice. Yo, man, I just gotta say, bro, it's a pleasure and an honor, man, to be up here with you, Al. You know, me and you go back to New Orleans. I moved to Philly the same time that you moved up to New York. It's actually the first time that we've seen each other since then. It's been about a year and a half, man. And I feel good to be able to come up here, you know what I'm saying, standing on my own 2 feet, because you seen me, you know, help me get my feet when we was in New Orleans. And now to be able to rock a show with you, man, in New York, that's a beautiful thing, man.
Right. This is what I can say, and this from the bottom of my heart. When we first started out, it was truly nothing. It was just pure inspiration and pure heart. You know, that's how we started out. And now, you know, you have the flourishment of Amari Rebel in the movement, Elliot Luv, Greg Banks, Terry on the Tank, which is still in New Orleans, holding it down. I'm not sure if she's going to move around a little bit, but it's a whole team of people. You know what I'm saying? Nate Suave, he's holding it down in Ohio right now. And right now, you know, we making our dreams come through our way. It may not be the glorious way that everybody see, but we making our dreams come through and fulfilling it by moving forward. And cause I'm saying that because I remember when my brother Amari wouldn't sing no songs, everybody was like, nah, we're not singing that, we're not doing this. And now he's living his dream by singing his own material with great artists, and not only with great artists, but by putting them on and giving them a chance to shine and sing and let them flourish through it too. And that's what it's all about. It's all about giving back. You know, so I appreciate you for showing me the movement that we created.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and that's the important part, man. One of the main things that you taught me, you feel me, was just, that's exactly it, opening the door for other people. So when I was shy, when we driving in the car to Alabama, you're like, yo, just sing, you know what I mean, and give me the room to play my guitar and do my thing, man. So from how I learned was you open the door for me, and I gotta open it for other folks, man. And, you know, they doing, all the people in the band, Kelly Greenlight, Jahudi Son, you know what I mean, my man Ish, Tex Rich Ali, Joe Drums, they all doing their thing, and it's just like, man, you know, they shine and we all shine together, so that's how we rocking, man. So we looking forward to bringing this thing on the road, heading back down to the end.
How's the Philly scene treating you? From the NO scene to Philly, because Philly is rough. New Orleans is not receptive at all, but Philly's just rough. That's kind of like two different little things going on right there. That's kind of tough, man.
Yo, man, I'll tell you one thing that was really sort of shocking to me, and it still is. Yo, in Philly's the type of place, any given night you go out to a jam session or whatever, you're like, oh, that's the drummer for Lady Gaga, that's the guitar player for Bilal. You dig what I'm saying? Like the world that we listen to in terms of R&B and soul, they go to Philly to get their musicians. Coming from New Orleans, it was like if you was in a brass band, you was on. You was gonna use it. But if you wasn't, because we was doing more like R&B, soul, a little bit of funk, well, nobody really checking for us.
Well, they didn't know no better.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
They knew better, but they didn't know what like.
But they trying to put us at Vasos on a Wednesday night. You know what I mean? When nobody.
Vasos loved us though.
No, Vasos did show us love, and they was about the only one. Him and the Dragons Den, you know what I'm saying? But you know what's? This is a side note, man. One beautiful thing about New Orleans now is to see that when I left, there was Cafe Istanbul just opened up, and now they got, what's that place, Gaza. A whole bunch of other places have been opened up, man. So when I touched down in Philly, man, honestly, it was a spot called Dalek Paradise on 47th in Baltimore that my man Tex Rich, who's now in the band, had opened up a place for me. There's the first person in Philly, like, yo, come on, man, get your guitar. And then me and him fell in, he's still rocking with us, you dig what I'm saying? My man Ish on guitar. We've been, you know, since I got to Philly, these are the people I've been with, man. And, that's been a beautiful thing. We've kind of had to create our own lane, because it's like we're not doing straight ahead R&B, we're not doing like that indie rock stuff.
Well, somebody did ask me, what would you consider your brother music?
Yeah.
So Amari Rebel in the movement, what would you consider, you know, your style of music?
Yeah.
Like, what would it be? I told him funk fusion.
Okay.
But I know you mixed the reggae. You came in with the reggae stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yo, man,
I told her I don't know what to tell
man, we call it solar rock. You know what I'm saying? At once, it is both a genre and an experience. You get what I'm saying? So solar rock mixing soul, funk, hip hop, reggae, all of the sort of music of the black experience throughout the world, which means the Caribbean, which means you know, a little bit of Afrobeat from West Africa, and all of these things that we just sort of bring into a movement. You get what I'm saying? So you dig what I'm saying?
Another question I gotta ask you, and I'm not even a question this is my brother, and I'm just happy to see him. I would be asking this. If we was in the room by ourselves, I would be asking this. Let me ask you, for real, how do you feel now? You was in New Orleans in a box. We always pretty much in a box. You know what I'm saying? You saw Sybil Chanel. I gotta give her a shout out. Awesome singer. You know, we had so many crew members, man, that were just in a box. But we had each other. Now that's just up to the most respect.
That was real.
We had each other. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of, you know, it's a sad situation, but we had each other to vibe off. But everybody was peeling off to something else. What's the difference between living in New Orleans and then coming into Philly, creating your own, and having them accepting you?
Well, that's,
you know what I'm saying?
Yo, you know, I always said that New Orleans was like a big town, not a small city. It's a big town. You know, Philadelphia is a major population area. Cats into different things, into all different sorts of ideas. Especially, it's a musical city. It's got such a rich music history. So they open to it in the sense of like, yo, Cass is rocking with us. They feeling what we doing. It's a little bit different, but it's still something that's familiar about it. So they kind of tap into it, man. And it feels great just to be able to, for me to be able to do the music that influenced me. You dig what I'm saying? Because it was like when I was growing up, I was listening to Jimi Hendrix was my superhero, but Black Kids wasn't playing guitar. You get what I'm saying? But I'm also listening to rock. I'm listening to Rancid, some punk rock, The Clash. You see what I'm saying?
But you had these songs for a minute.
Yo,
and you was, yo, man, don't nobody want to sing this shit. I'm like, Amari, ain't nothing wrong with these songs.
Yeah, but
fuck
you know,
them.
but yo, man,
they might not want to sing it, but it's good songs. And now your dream is like, it's manifesting. You able to get it out now.
Well, that's
so you can move on.
Nah, man. But again, I give credit to the Liberated Soul Collective. That's you, Nate Suave, Terriana, Tank Ball, and all of them cats in Chanel. Because we learned, because of the fact that we was in the box, we had to do things our way. You know what I'm saying? So when I get to Philly, I'm starting from fresh. Don't nobody know my name from nothing. So I'm like, all right, well, this is what I do. Now, how are we going to go about
format? Was there a format that you feel like we created for us, putting the pieces together? Now, when I say pieces, I'm talking about pieces for us. I'm doing this, but this is your chance to shine too.
Well, that's so one of the main things, and I shouted out Dalek early, and I gotta shout him out again, because I had tried. I was gonna have my EP release in December at an established venue. Everything was set. The day up, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the doors were supposed to open at 7. They called me like, yo, the show was canceled. We can't do it tonight. You know what I mean? But tapping into, you dig what I'm saying, what we have been doing in New Orleans, but that's the case with Black Star Books and Cafe, you do it yourself. You feel me? So I called up Dalek, which is a place that has always been very, shout out to Bakir. Bakir, What's up, baby? Dalek had always been a place that was hospitable to music. You feel me? We called them up, my man Tex, which got, Ethan was the owner on the phone, he was like, bring it through. And we rocked the hell out of it. And it was so successful that we created a monthly event that you're gonna do in April when you come down. So now we hosted an event at what is not traditionally a music venue, but we support a local black business. You get what I'm saying? We bringing in different bands. It's called 3 Bands in the Jam. So we got 3 different bands and in the jam at the end. So it's bringing in a diverse group of people. You dig what I'm saying? Who are all into sort of independent, all into unique and original music. And that was, for me and my vision, that's what we did in New Orleans. That's what Liberation Lounge was. So I'm recreating that. Exactly. And that's what I'm recreating. Oh, you know, that's what I sought to recreate in Philly with 3 Bands in the Jam. And the beautiful part about it is, as a result of that, now cats who are putting on shows at established venues are calling us, yo, come through and do this. So now we building our own lanes. You think what I'm saying? So it's, instead of being like, let me get on your show, and they're like, well, what you got a show for? We're like, no, we're putting on our own show, and cats is coming to us. You feel me? I really am a believer, and I know Nate Suave is really big on independent music and independent musicians. And I'm such a firm believer in that because I know it's possible. Because I see what we did in New Orleans. Orleans. You dig what I'm saying? How you got your single running high is on the charts in England. You feel me? In England, that's an independent effort. Oh, come on, man. The world is here for us, especially nowadays. This is our world. You dig what I'm saying? So I get excited talking about it just because I see so much possibility.
Well, it's passion. That's what I'm saying. We fed off each other. Yeah. Another thing I want to ask you, what you miss more about the crew, man? Because I miss everybody. Yeah. I miss the arguments. I miss the mishaps, stuff that we could have done together. Yeah. You know, but I miss. You know, at one time, man, it was just the brothers, man. It was just us touring.
Yeah.
And we didn't have nothing in our pockets, man. I had my mom to help. We had like people, your mom. Yeah. We had people to help us, man. Yeah. And we didn't have nothing, man. I miss that. What you miss about the whole entire crew? I'm talking about Sybil Chanel. I'm talking about Whitney. I'm talking about I'm talking about bringing it on because she's still a part of this too. You know, she's still a part of this, man. I'm talking about everybody, man.
Yo, I miss for whatever our situation was off stage. Whenever we got on stage, yo, you fall into it, bruh. But you used to be like, freestyle that bitch. Just freestyle it. And it was like, yo, how much improvisation? You dig what I'm saying? We on stage. Oh, that was a mess up. Well, we gonna go do that song now. You dig what I'm saying? Like, wherever the vibe took us, we would go, and we were always in tune. You know what I'm saying? Norm holding it down on the keys, Nation on the bass. You know what I'm saying? Josh on the drums.
Norm, he's a band mother. He's still holding it down.
He's still holding, because they came up here last summer. Tariana Tank Ball and the Bangers. They came up last summer, and I rocked with them, and I was just like, yo, y'all are like one mind. Y'all are all tapped into one single mind, and they little transitions and their musicianship is just going to the next level, and it's such a pleasure, it's such a point of pride for me to be like, damn, I'm making my contribution from my end, everybody's growing, we growing together, you dig what I'm saying? I'm headed down to New Orleans